like beautiful women encouraging other women.
Like, what if the world was like that? Oh my gosh.
I'm saying, like, not every woman is like that.
No, they should be.
They should be. I mean, we're not against anybody. We're just trying to survive and be better for ourselves.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Dr. Crockett Show. We're going to do something a little bit different. I'm a OBGYN in San Antonio, and I just got done filming a really great interview with Gaby Oliva, who's from Natural Remedies 2022. She has natural health products. We just filmed the formal interview, and we were like, hey, let's just do a little behind-the-scenes chat. And y'all, that turned into like... maybe even better than the original interview, which was great too. So welcome, Gaby. We're going to show y'all our behind-the-scenes conversation we just had.
Behind the scenes. Yeah. Late night
with Gaby and Dr. Crockett. Y'all enjoy. See you next week. I think it's been really fun today. What we were just talking about that I wanted to capture for the behind-the-scenes for the audience was about how it felt having this conversation on camera, which was kind of vulnerable, but...
it's not easy. On camera.
It's not easy,
like with
right?
lights around you and making sure your lighting is good.
You want to talk about vulnerability, right? Like you had no idea what you were getting into today.
Yeah, no, if you don't know, when Dr. Crockett invites you to a podcast, she makes you lunch and then she takes you upstairs to her secret room, which is this room right here. So I was I was a little worried about it, but I love it. Dr. Crockett, thank you for lunch. It was amazing. She made this awesome chorizo?
Yeah, it's a walnut, roasted walnut chorizo, vegan chorizo.
Vegan chorizo made with walnuts and peppers, and it was amazing. It tasted better than chorizo itself.
Oh, wow.
It was really good. It was so good. Thank you so much.
You know, I would never do that if I didn't have people like you, friends coming over to cook for. And, you know, I just think the conversations are the point. The point isn't to have you come over and like look at the camera and be famous, right? Mm-hmm. The point is to have that like good food, try the new things. Like for me, I tried like 3 or 4 different things today that are whole food, plant-based or vegan.
So did I, because of you.
See? And then we're like, oh, that was pretty good. And I never would have done that. And so, I thought that was really fun.
And our conversation during lunch was so much fun, too. I mean, you touched some bases that you've asked me that I've never been asked in my life. I'm
honored about that. I appreciate your openness to being able to talk about those things. Like, that's not always easy. And I totally did not expect this to go like this today. I am just floored by just how cool you are and really what you've done as an entrepreneur.
Cool. You're cool. No, you're cool. I mean, I walked in and I was just like, wow, this lady's wearing linen. You know, this she's my girl. You know, she dresses like me, you know. And then we had lunch. And then you asked me some questions that no one has ever asked me before. But you asking me those things, a lot of people are like, well, why are you asking me these things? You know, or kind of upfront. But I knew that you were asking me because you knew, like if you knew my worth too, by just sitting with me.
I could see it when you walked in.
And it's
I was
not
curious.
I know, but it's not that I don't see it either, but it's from someone else that, I mean, you're a doctor, you have all these things going for you, and you're an amazing cook too, and I look up to you. So when someone, you know, like you ask me, little me, and I'm just like, wow, man, like not even my closest family asked me those things.
See, we didn't see you as little me. So just for y'all to know, like behind the scenes, we had lunch with 4 of us today. So it was Gaby and myself, and then Starling, my producer, and Lacey, who Lacey did a show for me way back. You can see her interview. She did one on grit and grace that was really great. That was in the early days. And but she's my first surgical assist and also my production assistant for the show. And so the 4 of us got to talk, but I think it's really cool because we are generationally very different. I'm the youngest. I'm sure you thought. I'm actually not. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but it didn't feel like, I don't think our interview, like we're filming this behind the scenes after the interview that we just shot for the show. I didn't feel like our interview felt like me as a doctor interviewing you.
No, I didn't feel it either, though, to be honest, too. I didn't feel that.
And I think that was important for the audience, too. Like, I think we need more conversations like this where we're, like, digging into being what it is to be a woman, for what we are, who we are, and encouraging other women to become the best versions of themselves, too.
Most definitely. And I felt it with everyone that was having lunch with us. It was Starlee, and then it was Lacey, and then you. Like, beautiful women encouraging other women.
Like, what if the world was like that? Oh, my gosh.
I'm saying, like, not every woman is like that.
No, they should be.
They should be. I mean, we're not against anybody. We're just trying to survive and be better for ourselves. But it was, I'm telling you, I'm getting chills. Like, I'm getting chills and they're multiplying. But Dr. Crockett, like, I'm telling you, like, the conversations that I was having with you, no one. Friends that I've had for many years don't even ask me that.
Well, now they're getting
family.
They're going to get to see it,
but they don't. And it's one of these things where I'm starting to realize, wow, I think I just heard myself know my worth. You know what I mean? Because I don't tell these things to myself daily. I know that they've happened in my life as far as my dyslexia and my reading. I know that I did that, but hearing it back. When someone's asking you that question,
yeah, that's a reaffirming.
I started crying. I started
Gabby,
crying because it's not.
It's okay.
It's not that you're making me cry. It's just like, wow, I've come a long way.
Yeah, you have.
I've come a long way.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you.
I felt like down in the dumps, not a good reader, writer, whatever the case is, but I've learned how to grow from that, and I never really gave myself the thank you. To myself.
Okay, we're going to do this to ourselves right now, okay? Because I've been through, we didn't talk a lot about what I've been through today. Yeah. There's more on the Dr. Crockett Show about that. But
I want to know about it too.
We're going to say thank you to ourselves. Ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you. Yeah, I need to thank myself more often. We don't do that every single day. I mean, I don't do it very often. I don't do it at all. You know what I mean?
We're taught to be humble and not to give ourselves credit to the point of like giving ourselves away to everybody else. Mm-hmm. And there's a healthy honesty about knowing your own capability, right? And having the confidence to move through life with the grace that we are trying to do.
And it's not easy though, but if we're just vulnerable, like you said, we could take baby steps.
Baby steps, yeah.
Baby steps. And then once we take the baby steps, then we could leap and run and chase and then, and speed. But it's been an honor being here. I love talking to you. I love talking to Lacey, and you guys were just so awesome.
Me too. We've had such, like I said, this was not what I expected at all. You're an amazing woman, and
you better use my products.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing is, this is my first time to see the products.
Oh, really?
Yes. Well, I've seen your site, but I haven't tried your products yet. I would love to try them.
Oh, I thought Lacey gave you some or something like that.
No.
Lacey bought it.
Lacey
she loved it.
Lacey's done all of this behind the scenes.
Oh, okay.
And she's like, Dr. Crockett, I have this woman you have to meet. You have to see her products. So I'm a little embarrassed to admit that to you because I like to do the research on my guests ahead of time. But yes.
That's okay. I forgive you.
This one's going home with me. I'll send the $35.
No, it's a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift. And another thing too, what I love the most that Lacey did, and I think I talked to her when we talked on the phone when she asked me, I was like, Lacey, you have no idea what you're doing for me. And you don't know what you're doing. It's the fact that you're sharing wellness.
Yeah.
Like you're sharing wellness and it's free.
Yeah.
Sharing wellness is free and sharing information is free too. But if you could actually help someone by just delivering the message to them.
That there's an option for them?
That there's an option for them.
And it might be in their grocery store.
Exactly.
In the produce section.
Yes. Next to the chips, they might get. That there's something all natural and alternative that could help them deal with whatever they're dealing with. All of my products are food grade products. We were talking about the sugar scrub. It has actual organic sugar cane, honey, which is an antimicrobial.
Yeah.
Coconut oil, which is an antibacterial, and then has frankincense oil. But I'm saying like these are all natural food grade products that could help you start your journey to
better
wellness. Yes.
Well, that's easy to support. That's easy for me to support. I think the other thing that really struck me about your story is that you're local.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm in San Antonio, Texas. You live in Devine.
My warehouse is in Devine.
Yeah. And so I think sometimes when we think about changing the world or trying to get our messages out, we think about like throw the net really wide and ambitious, when really starting in our own community and just, loving on the people in our lives and growing the sense of wellness around us, that's how we start to really, grow concentric circles out to the rest of the world.
Yeah. So a little bit about the warehouse in Divine.
Tell me.
So our store is called Natural Remedies 2022, but in the front of the area of the warehouse, it's a 300 square feet warehouse, but in the front we have about 900 square feet, and it's a boutique.
No way.
Yeah. I own 2 boutiques. I own one in San Antonio and one in Divine. Yes.
Oh
you
my
didn't know
gosh.
that. You did not know that. I didn't tell you that till now. But and I saw your collection of handbags right now when I went to the bathroom.
Yes.
You need to come to my store.
Oh my gosh.
I have all these vintage handbags. You'll love.
Oh, you don't just sell this stuff. You sell like vintage handbags?
Yes.
Did you say the magic word? Handbags?
Handbags. Yeah. Starlee's like, no, don't tell her, please. Yeah, I was like, when I got out of the bathroom, I was like, she's my girl. I'm going to get her to my store. Because you know what?
Gosh.
When I saw it, I was just like, wow, she needs to come to barbed wire. So
what's it called?
Barbed wire.
Barbed wire?
Yeah, so barbed wire to me is like rustic, vintage, but it still works. You know what I mean? So, mind you, barbed wire is vintage handbags. Like, we're talking about Coach, Louis, Fendi, and all these good stuff.
I love that.
And even just Fry's from like the 50s.
Yeah.
And they're old.
Well, most of what you saw down there are not new. Most of them I've repurposed from other people.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, even better.
I love that.
That's my concept.
Gaby.
Yeah, I know. You need to stop by.
Okay, where's the San Antonio store?
So it's on 1604 Fredericksburg Road.
Okay.
So it's like maybe 8 minutes from downtown.
Okay.
So it's not that far away.
And then the Divine one.
The Divine one is inside the warehouse.
In Divine.
In Divine.
And it's the Natural Remedies 2022.
Yeah, it's the 217 South Bright Drive in Divine.
Okay.
But the reason I was trying to tell you this, but I needed to put in that purse thing in there because I didn't want to forget about it. But if you are having any like aches and pains, or if you like have a recipe but don't have the ingredients, I possibly have the ingredients at the warehouse. So there's a lot of people that come in that are looking for something particular. And if I'm there and one of my other lab workers are there, they'll make it for you.
Like an apothecary.
Yes, like an apothecary.
Like an old-fashioned
apothecary. We'll make it for you. Like if you want sunscreen, we'll make you the sunscreen. Because we have everything. We have everything to make you the sunscreen. If you're looking for an all-natural Vicks rub, we'll make it for you right then and there. And I think that too is just like awesome.
My jaw is on the floor. Like, how did we not get into this?
I'm sorry.
That's so cool. I'm so glad we're doing this behind the scenes thing.
Yeah.
Episode 2. We just filmed episode 2.
Yes.
You realize that, just talking behind the scenes.
Yeah. So, if you want anything, a new rub, I'll make it for you right then and there. It take me about 30 minutes or so. But
that is amazing.
Yeah, and I think that's why the store too is how can I say something more welcoming, because people are looking for something for themselves. Like, well, hold up. I probably have all these essential oils. I have all these tinctures. Let me go whip you up something
for you.
Yeah. And they wait for about 30 minutes, or they come back a little bit later, just like a pharmacy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your medication won't be ready till another 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, they go do whatever and they come back and their medication is ready.
I've never heard of somebody doing this in modern times.
Mm-hmm.
It is fantastic.
I love it because, it's something where like they're at their point already. Like, I need something different because whatever I'm using is not working.
It's not working.
So there's one rub that I did bring with me that I don't make it very often. But when I know that someone really needs it, I'll make it for them because I have some left. So I I fermented cayenne pepper. In a jar.
It's a pain medicine.
Yes.
Yeah. That's great.
And it's made, and cayenne pepper is a capsaicin.
Yep.
And capsaicin goes into the bloodstream.
Mm-hmm.
So I made this awesome heat rub.
Yep. It's really, that's good stuff.
Yeah. So I made this heat rub, and there's a lot of people that come to me with like knee problems, like knee or sciatic nerve problems. So like, hold up, I got something for you, and I'll make it for them. I kid you not, Dr. Crockett. I've had a couple of people, a handful of people, come in with body ache and, bending down with their sciatic nerve, come in walking straight up.
Because you cut the inflammation down.
Because we got the inflammation down.
There's no doubt that natural or plant-based remedies work, and there's a lot that we don't know about that. I think finding somebody who knows how to mix it right and how to apply the herbal remedies is super fascinating. I don't know that much about it. I know a layperson's amount about that. I'm a traditional allopathic physician, but I can appreciate as an allopathic physician how much access people have via whole food plant-based or plant-based clean remedies like you're using that are good. They're good. They work. Now you got to watch out for the snake oil salesman, of course, but I think that's cool what you're doing. Maybe you and I can dream up a dream cream.
What kind of dream cream? What kind of dream cream do you want me to make you?
So, as a gynecologist, I deal a lot with women's sexual dysfunction.
Okay,
I got a formula.
Oh, like with with what is it called? Yum. Can't even think right now. The yam. It's a yam-based phytoestrogen. But so a lot of women deal with discomfort with intercourse, and so I've had discomfort because of pain or discomfort because there's no
pain because there's no lubrication.
Oh, okay.
So dream cream. I have a formula for that.
I'll make one for myself too. I'm just kidding.
And on that note, thanks, Gabby, for coming on the show. I love the behind the scenes thing. That's really fun.
It was fun. I loved it all.
Thanks. See y'all later. See you next week on the Dr. Crockett Show. Bye.